welcome back to my channel. My name is Lucinda and I am the left-handed crocheter, and today we're going to be starting on part 2 of our jellyfish tutorial. So my last jellyfish tutorial, we pretty much covered the body or the bloom of the jellyfish. So at this point we just crocheted a little ball. So basically that's what we did first. So now in our video we're going to be finishing up the jellyfish. So as I have here, I finished her last night. This is a little blueberry jellyfish, and if anybody's interested, I am selling her for $10. And like I said, I don't use any type of like patterns. Everything comes from my mind. And actually it was my mom who taught me how to crochet, and I've been loving it ever since. So that's what's kind of really awesome about this. So today I'm going to show you how to make the skirt of the jellyfish and the tentacles. And then we're going to go ahead and continue, because with the jellyfish, like after you're done, I'm going to just show you, just do the basic part of the jellyfish. But then I'm going to show you how to do, then we'll put the face together, everything else. And I might even throw in another flower, because I always like to put flowers on my jellyfish just to kind of decorate them. So, but like I said, this is your personal jellyfish you're making. So you can pretty much do whatever you want. Express yourself. That's what's beautiful about crocheting. Very beautiful way to express yourself in many ways in one. I actually even use my own crochet work into my actual paintings. And you can definitely check them out on my TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. I'll have all the information down below so you guys can come and check me out then too. So let's go ahead and get started. Hello and welcome to the second part of our jellyfish tutorial. Now we're going to be finishing up the jellyfish. So last time, like I said, we finished up on the ball part, on the ball or the bloom of the jellyfish, which we'll go ahead and start calling it, because yeah, I know how it sounds. But you know what, well, pretty much I'm going to go ahead and show you the supplies and everything that you'll need to be finishing everything up, because now we're going to be finishing everything up. Is now we're going to start putting on like more like details once we get finished. So here we have the ball here. And this yarn I'm using is this glow in the dark yarn. I bought it for like, I think $1 or $2 on Temu. Now with Temu, I highly recommend to be very careful. Do not put your personal information in with that particular app. You always want to go use a different type of app to protect your identity, such as PayPal, well, I'm going to say Google Pay, Apple Pay, or even Carry. I highly recommend going through those. Do not put your information on Temu. I don't really recommend that. I've heard there's a lot of controversy on that, and I don't want anybody to get, you know, in trouble. So we'll just go ahead and do that. So if you're going to, but I did find this on Temu. It's a glow in the dark yarn, and I thought it'd be really cute with this particular jellyfish. I'm still using the Super Saver Red Heart yarn. That is Baby Rainbow, that I actually bought at Joann's here in my local area. Scissors, you're going to need a needle, of course, your favorite crochet hook. This happens to be my favorite crochet hook. As you can tell, it's all duct taped and everything else. It's seen a lot. It's about, I want to say 3.0. And then I have here these really cute buttons. Here, I'm going to pull them out. These really cute buttons. I bought these on Amazon. They're really cute. These are really cute buttons. I highly recommend, like any type of eyeball buttons or anything like that. Amazon is definitely your place to go. I highly recommend Amazon. It's really awesome when it comes to like crafts, supplies, art supplies. Amazon is definitely a place to go. Then over here, I have felt. If you want to use felt, because I always like to use it for the cheeks. Felt, a hot glue gun, simple hot glue gun, and t-shirt paint. So basically what we're going to do, let me go ahead and pull out my little jellyfish. We are going to be making the skirt part. Go ahead and pull out this little jellyfish. Basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be making the skirt part of the jellyfish and the tentacles. And everything else is pretty smooth sailing. As you can see with this blueberry jelly, I even put like a little white flower here as like a little bloom kind of thing. And that's just really cute about my jellyfish. You know, you can put flowers on them, paint them, you know, you can make them any way you want. Like I said, these are your jellyfish, these are your creations, and I always really express, be creative, express yourself, show the love. This is what's beautiful about crocheting. It's just very beautiful. It's a very beautiful, very expressive, and it's just fun, and honestly it's very stress relieving. If you're very stressed out, I highly recommend crocheting or knitting. you know, to each their own. I'm actually learning how to knit too, which is actually pretty exciting. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So let me go ahead and move this jellyfish out of the way. Now we're going to go ahead and get started. So I have here the little bloom or the ball of the jellyfish. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to come along here and just do a simple crochet all the way around the ball. Here, let me go ahead and show you. So here I am. I'm going to go ahead and pull out my yarn. We're going to find the middle, which is always kind of not the easiest part. I think I spend more time trying to find the middle part of the yarn than anything else. So I am going to struggle with this. So I'm going to pause. And okay, hello, I'm back. Okay, I just finished struggling with my yarn. And so I have like a really nice kind of hot mess going on here. But, you know, that's just how it is. It's just a hot mess. It happens to me every time. But that's okay. That's okay. Because usually by the time I'm done, I'm usually like, you know, winding them up and getting them ready. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get started. So I'm going to start with the knot. Make a knot around my finger, put it onto my crocheting hook. Like I said, I don't know how to do those magic circles. I just do it pretty much simply on my hook. Here to the jellyfish. And I usually come, like here's the bottom, so I come about, like I want to say like not towards, like this part here would be the face area of the jellyfish or whatever I'm doing. So I usually do it like pretty much from the flat part from the bottom. I usually go up 3 rows, so 1, 2, 3. So kind of like in this area I'll start. And I'll go ahead and grab my yarn. And then I'll kind of just pick a spot, put it through. So I'll put it through like at the actual open part of the jellyfish. So actually through the stitches. And I'm going to bring it through. And just kind of do a slip stitch. Come to the next one. And then start doing a single stitch all the way around. So I'm actually crocheting onto the ball or the bloom of the jellyfish. And pretty much like I said, I don't use patterns. And when I do make something new, basically I just use a picture. If a friend sends me a picture of a Snoopy or a Garfield, I just go by the pictures. I break down the shapes, and I actually just kind of do it from there. I actually recommend, you know, to take like a lot of drawing classes, art classes, and even like, I want to say pottery classes, because it helps you break down the shapes. And that's pretty much what I do with a lot of my crocheting work. I just break down the shapes and just put it together as a puzzle. And I just kind of make it up as I go along. Actually, I don't want to say make it up. I want to say figure it out as I go along. So at this point, and there's more of my hair, so you will always have a little part of me with you when you buy my jellyfish or any other of my crochet work. And like I said, I'm going to bring it under, pull it through, simple crochet, simple stitch. I'm just bringing it through. And this is pretty much what you do. And like I just kind of like keep an eye, you know, kind of keep it aligned, because it will kind of go up and down. So you just want to keep it aligned with each other. So I just try to go as straight as I possibly can. And I just adjust accordingly. So like I said, I'm putting my hook through the stitches I have here on my jellyfish. Then I bring it under and make a complete single stitch. So that's basically what I am doing. So that's what we're going to do. And it's going to look really pretty. And then we're going to continue. So I'm going to go ahead and pause and finish all the way through. And I'll see you guys when I come back here and meet you here. So when I'm pretty much almost finished. Welcome back. And now as you can see, I'm almost done. And as you can see, I did a complete single stitch all the way around onto the actual bell of the jellyfish. And we're just going to go ahead and close it up. So I'm just going to go ahead and just kind of continue. And then right here where I started, I'm just going to bring my hook through the first stitch here on the first layer of the skirt of the jellyfish. And then now I'm going to just do a simple, never mind, let me try this again. I'm a little tangled up, but that's fine, that happens. Okay, and now I'm just going to do a single stitch all the way around just to make the dress just a little bit longer. like this. So so I'm actually going to be doing 2 rows of just a single stitch, and as you can see here, it kind of like gives it a little bit, it gives it longer, and it has this part here kind of bring it down, so when you see it, you don't really see the bottom of the jellyfish but just the tentacles, and that's what we want to go for. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to finish this round real quick, and we're just, like I said, we're just going around just like this. Simple single stitch, very easy. You can do this. And I'm going to go ahead and pause. Welcome back. As you can see, I just finished my second layer of my single stitch crochet here on the actual skirt on the jellyfish. And I just put a second skirt on just to kind of give it length. So you don't really see the bottom part, but more kind of like the jellyfish here and then the skirt, because all the tentacles are going to be here, so we want to hide that. So at this point, let me just pull out this little jellyfish right here. As you can see here, we're going to be working on the skirt of this jellyfish. Here, let me move this out of the way. We're going to be working on the skirt of the jellyfish. And basically what this is just an actual, oh, my DNA is everywhere. Sorry about that. And basically what this is just a fan stitch or a fan stitch or a shell stitch. I guess it's depending where you're at. It's just depending how you call it. Or it depends who you are. I call it a fan stitch because it looks like a fan. And my mom, I think, she actually calls it a shell stitch. So it just kind of, like I said, it just depends where you are and who calls it and what calls it. But there really is no wrong way. It's still the, it's still the stitch that we're going for. So this is what we're going to be doing. And with this jellyfish here that I'm working on, this will be my dragon fruit jellyfish here. This is actually really cute yarn. I actually found this on Hobby and I clicked on it, and they have like really cute yarn, and they have like really good especially like really good discounts. They have really good discounts. I'm like, my brain is going faster than my mouth. But yeah, I got this here. This is a dragon fruit. Yes, this is a dragon fruit yarn, and this is actually really cute. So that's what we're going to be doing now, is the shell stitch of the jellyfish. So okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to kind of move all my jellyfish out of the way so I have some room. Let me kind of find my area. Here we go. So I have here, so basically I'm just going to start here because I closed it up here. So like when I finished it, I just closed it up here. So a jellyfish for the fan stitch, I'm just going to do a half double crochet. So basically how to do a half crochet, double crochet. If you have any questions on the half double crochet, I do have videos on learning how to do the half double crochet if you don't know how, but I'm going to still break it down with you for you now. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your hook your yarn around the hook. So you want the yarn in front of the hook. You're going to bring it through the loop, grab your yarn, hook your yarn. So now you have 3 loops on your hook. You're going to grab your yarn, pull it through. And you're going to do, well, depending on the size of your jellyfish, I usually do a minimum of 4, and I've done up to 6 to 8. So it just depends how big your jellyfish is, or how you want your dress to look. If you want it to make it look kind of fluttery, or if you just want it kind of down. It's like I said, it's up to you. So we're going to go, I'm going to do 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to do a single stitch. And I pull all this stuff out, all this yarn out, and I'm still trying to get, okay, there we go. So I'm going to pull out some more of my yarn. And then I'm going to skip this stitch and go to the next one. So every other stitch, you're going to put in a fan stitch. So you're going to do a single stitch, half double. So 1, 2, 3, 4, single stitch. You're going to skip this hole here, and you're going to go to the second one. So you're going to be going into every other stitch, so every other hole. It's because if you do it on every single one, unless you want it that way, it's going to be really ripply. And now if you're going for ripply, I say go for it. But if you don't have to. And then half double, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, single stitch, skip 1, go to the second one, single stitch, half double, 1, 2, 3, 4. Did I say 4 or 5? You know what? I'm just going to 4. Okay, you know what? We're just going to do 4. Okay. And then we're going to do a single like that. So 4 or 5, like I said, it just depends how you want it. I think it looks good with the 4 because this is not going to be a very big jellyfish. So yeah, in this case, I know I originally said I was going to do 5, but I guess the universe wanted 4. So we're just going to go ahead and go with 4. So with this particular pattern, you're going to do a single stitch, 4 half double, single stitch, skip 1, go to the second one, and then you're going to continue. Single, half double, 2, 3, and 4. And then single. And then you're going to skip. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this, and I will be back when we're done with the full skirt. And I'm going to finish the skirt of the jellyfish, and I will come back and I'm going to show you how to do the tentacles of the jellyfish and get it sewn on. So I will see you in a bit. Bye. Back, and right now I just finished my skirt of the jellyfish, and basically at this point I'm just going to go ahead, bring it through, just kind of do a slip knot. Let me just kind of snip it real quick, and then I'm just going to go ahead and just knot it out. There we go. Just kind of make a knot, tie it out. I usually do like 1 or 2 just to see if it works. There you go. There we go. And we just kind of snip that off. Go from there. So now we just finished the little skirt of our jellyfish. Look how cute that is. Oh my gosh, so cute, so cute, so cute, so cute. So we'll go ahead and go from there. So here is the little jellyfish. Now we're going to go ahead and start working on the tentacles. Now at the point with this tentacles, I'm actually going to use 2 different colors of yarn, just to kind of, you know, just kind of keep it kind of cute and interesting. So we're going to bring back the baby rainbow yarn from Red Heart. And then I'm going to continue to use my glow-in-the-dark yarn from Temu. So like I said, with Temu, just be really, really careful when you order from them. Never put your personal information through their app. Always go through a different way of paying, such as like Google or Apple Pay, Carry, or was it Carry or Karma? One of those 2 starts with a K, or like even PayPal, Venmo. Just use a different app to You want to be safe. And let's go ahead and get started with our tentacles. So I'm going to move this beautiful little jellyfish out of the way. And with tentacles, pretty much what we're going to do is you're going to make a chain. And usually, like I said, depending on the jellyfish or the size, I always eyeball the chain. I really never count it out. But if you want to count it out, that's fine with me. You know, like I said, everybody's different. And, you know, as long as you're having fun, that's the important thing. You're enjoying yourself. It's de-stressing. It's relaxing. And it's a lot of fun. And, you know, you're going to, at the end of the day, you're going to come out with a really cute little, very, very cute little piece of artwork of a really cute jellyfish or any type of thing you like. So we're going to go ahead and get started with the chain. So I'm going to say this jellyfish is not that big. So I'm going to do about, I'm going to say 25. So we're going to chain 25. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So I have a chain of 25 right here. And now I'm going to show you, we're going to be making the twirlies of the jellyfish. So the tentacle here, we're going to make it twirl. And I'm going to show you guys how we're going to make it twirl. So what we're going to do is we got a chain of 25. I'm going to chain 1 more because this is kind of like the chain, you know, we're going to chain 1 more. And then we're going to skip this chain and go to the second one, so the 25th one. So we're going to come here. You're going to bring your hook through the chain, through the middle. You're going to grab your yarn, and it's going to be a single stitch. So 1. Instead of just doing 1 and continuing, we want it to twirl. So you're going to put at least a minimum of 2 to 3 or even more, depending how tight you want the curls or how loose you want the curls. I'm doing a single stitch because, like I said, it's a very tiny jellyfish. Now, if you're doing a bigger size jellyfish, then I highly recommend you can use a single stitch or a half double, double, or triple. It's just depending on what you want in your vision of your personal jellyfish. But I'm going to go ahead and just do a single stitch just to keep things pretty simple. So I'm going to start doing, so I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 single stitches in the one loop in the stitch. I'm going to come to the next stitch and I'm going to do 3 because I really want to get that curl going on. So I always start out with 3, and then as I get the curl going on, I usually reduce it to like 2. But I'm going to stick with 3. I want to see how this looks. So a minimum of 2 just to get it just to kind of curl. But like I said, the tighter the curl, the more stitches you're going to put in. So that's pretty much kind of thing you're going to do. Now altogether, like with this jellyfish, it's actually not that big. So I might just do 4 tentacles in here. Like I said, depending on the size, I will do up to 6 to 8 tentacles, but it depends on the size. But this is actually kind of a small jellyfish, so I might just do 4. So I'm going to do 2 in purple and then 2 in the red heart super saver yarn. So 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to go ahead and just kind of keep going all the way through until we finish this one. And then 1, 2, 3. So you want to go through every stitch you made, and you're going to put 3 single stitches in one because we really want to get that beautiful curl. So that is just kind of what we're doing at this point. So we're just doing 1, 2, 3. So as you can see, we're really starting to get it to curl, and that's what we want to go for. And you can use these curls pretty much pretty much for anything. You can use it for hair, for dolls, jellyfish, pretty much anything. You know, hair. A lot of people will use the curls for hair. You know, you can use them like in jewelry. Like I said, it's up to you. It's really up to you. And, you know, like I said, that's pretty much how it goes. It's up to you. So, and okay, I'm just going to go ahead and finish this through. And I'm going to go ahead and just pause it because I got a lot of dead space going on. So now as you can see, I just finished my first curl, and I wanted to stop to show you because as you can see, I have the last 2 stitches here in my curl. And the thing is what I do is I don't put a curl in these. I just do a single stitch all the way through on the last 2 to finish it. Mainly because like when you're sewing them onto your jellyfish, it's just easier to sew them on, and that's what you want. And I don't really snap this off. I'll leave this here because I will be sewing this onto the jellyfish like so. So that's basically what we're going to be doing. So we have 1 curl here. I'm going to go ahead and start on a second curl, and I'm going to be using the Baby Rainbow Super Saver Red Heart yarn. And like I said, we're going to pretty much, 25, to the chain. But at this point, because we have this curl here, so I'm going to be using the Red Heart Super Saver yarn, Baby Rainbow, that I got at Joann's. And we're going to be doing different colors into the tentacles. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to be using different colors. So we're going to be doing chain of 25. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay, and then we're going to chain 1 more, and then we're going to go into the 25th chain here, and we're going to do 3. So 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to go to the next one. 1, 2, 3. We're definitely going to get that curl, and then we're going to continue. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. And we're just going to go ahead and keep going. So we're going to actually be using different color yarn for the tentacles. Just kind of give it a little bit of a, extra little oomph. Give it some pizzazz, some personality. So that's why I think that's why I enjoy not using patterns, because when I don't use the pattern, they're not all the same. every bit of my creations are all different because I don't use those patterns. So it does give them a little bit of a personality versus something that's just mass produced. Now we're just going to go ahead and go through. Now, if you are a pattern person, that's awesome. I say go for it. Go for it, honestly. I don't know. I try to learn to read patterns, but honestly, I'm dyslexic. And those patterns, to me, they look like an alien language. So I just kind of went, you know what? I got this. I'll figure it out. And I normally do. So that's just kind of how I roll. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this one up real quick, and I'm going to go ahead and pause it, and I'll see you in a few. Buddy, I'm back, and I finished up my tentacles. We got two little purple ones that glow in the dark, and a little pink one, and another pink one with a little bit of blue. So we're going to go ahead. Now I'm going to show you how to sew them onto your jellyfish. So here we have your jellyfish. I'm going to go ahead and move these down a little bit more. So we have your jellyfish. And I highly recommend you get those like really nice yarn needles. Like you can get these at like Walmart, Joann's, pretty much any craft place. Heck, Amazon too. If you don't like to go to Walmart, I recommend Amazon. So we're going to head. Now we're going to flip this jellyfish upside down. And I'm just going to grab the purple. And because I did leave after, like I did cut a lot of extra tail here on this yarn because we're going to sew it up. So that's basically what we're just going to do. We're just going to, now it's just sewing. And I'm going to move my tentacles over because everything's getting a little tangled up more than I would like. There you go. Now we're going to go. So at this point, I just kind of see where I want to put it. So that looks like a good place here, and I just sew it in. Just like that, I sew it in. And I sew it into the two, actually if you see here where I sew it in here, I'll sew it here and I'll sew it here. And I'll actually do a little bit just to really tighten it and reinforce it, and then I'll just tie it off. So that's basically what I'm doing right now. I'm just getting that sewn at this point. And now we're just going to reinforce it. So we're going to bring it, tie it, make it nice and tight. And I'm going to do another knot. I always like to do just an extra tie because you never know. Never know. So we're going to go ahead, and then I pull it through, cut it. Now we have a tentacle. Now I'm going to use a little pink one, kind of like a nice little pattern. So it's going to be purple, pink, purple, pink, purple, pink. Just aesthetically, it just looks good, and I like it. And then we'll go from here. Purple, pink, and then I'll come over here, just kind of rotate it, just kind of eyeball it. And I'll cut right there, and then I'll continue. So we're just going to sew. Just kind of sew, bring it through, just reinforce it, and we're going to tie it. And we're going to tie it. And snip it. Just a simple sewing, just a simple stitch. You know, it's just kind of like, this is kind of like the fun part. We're getting done with the jellyfish. And I'll show you other stuff we can use to decorate your jellyfish. Like I said, if you want to put a face, I will show you the eyeballs, the felt. Now with a lot of people, what they'll do is when they're crocheting, especially if they're putting a face on it, they'll crochet halfway and put the eyes on and then close it up and then continue. With me, I do it a little differently. I just glue them on, mainly because like in the process of my crocheting, I really don't know where the face is going to go. So I always like to just do that last. So that it's like an extra detail I just do last. But like I said, everybody's different. So, you know, just kind of do what makes you feel good, you know. If you want to put them on while you're crocheting, I say go for it. There's no wrong way. And if you want to wait like I do and just kind of hot glue those bad boys on, I recommend that too. So either way, you know, as long as you're having fun and you're loving what you're doing, at the end of the day, you know, it really doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. What matters is what you think and how you love it. Because crocheting, like yarn and everything else, you know, it's all different. Depending who you are, it's going to be different. And that's why I love it so much, because it does have a unique individualism that I love to it. And now we're going to be doing the last one, and I'm going to show you. So I'm actually going to turn this one into like a little dessert jellyfish. And I will be posting it on my TikTok. Hopefully we still have TikTok, but I don't like to talk about politics, so that's another day. So I'll be posting these on my TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. I don't really have any other ones, just those three, because there's just way too many of them to keep track of, and I think 4 is enough. So here we go. We have our finished little jellyfish with our tentacles right here. So this is looking really good. And you like when you spread them out, they just kind of look really cute. Looks really cute. And like I said, you can put like, I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of this on my own. But like say you have like these really cute, you can just kind of pop them in. These really cute eyes. I'm just sticking them in. They're not really gonna be permanent, or they might. So you have like these really cute eyes to put on them. Felt for like cheeks. You can use t-shirt paint, or was it this tulip puffy paint you can use, to do like a lot of details like eyelashes, the mouth. I'm going to be crocheting, like I said, I'm going to be crocheting like a little, like going to make it look like a little ice cream. So I'm going to make a little ripple here. Like I'm going to make it kind of like ripple here to make it look kind of like, I want to say like whipped cream. So I'm going to crochet some whipped cream looking kind of stuff here. It's kind of like a really cool like ripple effect. I will be doing that. I will do, if you're interested in that one, I'll go ahead and do that, do a tutorial on that one anyways. But I'm going to try to do as many tutorials as I can on stitches, techniques, and plushes as much as I can. And I hope everybody's enjoying them. But just for the jellyfish part, here is the finished jellyfish. Super cute. Can't go wrong with it. And, this jellyfish is adorable. And it doesn't sting. So it's a happy jellyfish. So like I said, enjoy your day. Enjoy your crochet. You definitely respect your ocean life. Take care of your ocean life and respect them. They're we're here longer than us. And you guys have a wonderful day. And I'll talk to y'all later. And like I said, check out my other social medias. And I'll see you when I see you.